Ozonics Killerwinds podcast back again. We got the nuke. We got me. Let's do this.
Let's roll.
So right off the bat, I'm just going to say this. I have been watching an excessive amount of dirt track racing on TV.
Okay.
And the thing that might surprise you is I've been watching a lot of monster trucks. Okay. Monster trucks make sense because I've got two boys. And if I'm ever trying to get Rush to calm down, I just turn on monster trucks. Well, if you have Amazon Prime, they have this live TV. Okay. And within there, you can, and actually the outdoor channel, whatever they call that, whatever the outdoor channel on demand thing, you know what they have?
My Outdoor TV?
Yes, that's on there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is kind of cool. So Jet finds that every once in a while. But also they have Flow Racing 24/7. They have this channel called SS1. SS1 plays a lot of IMCA. I watched Boone Super Nationals the other day. Well, on Flow Racing 24/7, they play a lot of sprint cars, which is right up our alley. And I always call Nick the Nuke. Well, when I watch Flow Racing, they do a lot of high-limit sprint cars. There's this guy that does the announcing for those, and oh my goodness, it drives me crazy. When he starts the race, like there's that NASCAR announcer like, boogity, 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 let's go racing. That's his tagline. This guy's tagline is, let's go green.
Yeah.
But he says it,
let's go green.
Green. And it gets longer and longer. The other day, I'm not even kidding you, the pole sitter was around turn 2, the back straightaway before he said, let's go green. It's like, dude, he can't be done with the first lap. You know what I mean? And I have to mute the TV.
Yeah.
It's like a nervous tick. I can't stand it. And he's like, let's go green. It's like so fast. Oh, something about this noise the daylights out of me.
Okay.
I just had to get that off my chest. I'm just saying.
Good. Sometimes every once in a while, you just need to get it off your chest. And you just did that.
Oh, dude.
Proud of you, man.
Well, and I'm just saying, because it made me think about that because, we call you the Nuke, and if you're a dirt track racer, that would be your name.
Yeah.
I found ways to get my dirt track racing itch scratched lately. There's a kid at the grocery store.
Yeah, he always talks about it.
He's doing sport compacts this year for the first time. He's getting into dirt track racing, and I was at the grocery store the other day, and I was checking out, and he brought that up. I said, "Oh, just make conversation like, oh man, how you doing?" And he's like, "Not dirt track racing, or something." I'm like, "Oh, you like dirt track race?" So now, of course, whenever I see him, I saw him last night. I'm like, "Hey man, so how's that car coming?" Yeah. He's like, "Oh well, there's a car that I'm looking at. It's like $5,000, but it's got a blown motor. But I got a motor, so I'm gonna switch it out. And I'm having a hard time finding sponsors." And he's just talking about all this stuff.
So funny.
And oh yeah, I'm gonna race in Algona because they don't have sport compacts in Britt.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about all sorts of stuff. He's so funny.
Yeah.
But I like calling you the Nuke. I think that if you were a dirt track racer, that would be your name. And Nick the Nuke Simon. How does that not? They would just call you the Nuke. Coming in turn 3, the Nuke. Running on the outside, Nick the Nuke Simon.
Yeah. That's pretty killer.
I'm telling you.
Pretty killer.
I haven't found a good nickname for me, but I think yours is...
Maybe BLT.
No. Yeah, so that's the other thing. This is way off subject, on subject. I starting to realize I know this about myself. I'm a little obsessive compulsive. Not as much compulsive. I'm just obsessive. I have been really into BLTs lately.
Yep.
Haven't I? The kids are getting... I've done this before. When I was doing all that ultra marathon running years ago, I got really into pancakes. I was eating pancakes. I would go on these really long runs, and then I go to Perkins, and the gal knew when I walked in my order. She just give me a little, and I'd sit down, and then it'd almost be like at the table.
Yeah.
So there was pancakes for a while. Then I went on this real hamburger kick, trying to make the kids eat hamburgers. Now they won't eat hamburgers at all. I still like steak any time of the day of the week, any meal.
Yeah.
Now I've been on BLTs. Man, I like me a good BLT.
Yeah.
And I do usually 2 pieces of bacon, sometimes 4 if I'm feeling a little frisky, a ton of lettuce, and then 2, if not 3, big slices of a tomato. So basically 2/3 of the tomato on there.
Mm-hmm.
Toast, not too browned, just brown enough, right?
Yeah.
Butter it up, smash it, and then just
Eat it.
Oh, and then the most important thing, before you put the lettuce on, you got to put bacon, then the lettuce, then the tomato. Spicy mayo. Good old a spicy mayo in there, like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That Susie put me onto that because she's like, oh, I like mayo on my BLT. And I'm like, mayo? Ugh. And then I saw this spicy mayo at the grocery store. I'm like, oh, man, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I've been on it. So Nick's coming over tonight for a BLT. We're having
We'll
BLT
see.
night.
We'll see. Give it a review.
Yeah. Yeah. And a big glass of really cold milk.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. All right. So that isn't in no way what we were going to talk about today, but I don't care because I think I don't care.
It's a little life update.
So we're just going to get into it. So today we're giving a little pre-consumer show update because when this podcast is airing, we are traveling.
Yeah.
We are heading cross country, baby. We are going Iowa to Pennsylvania.
Yep.
So we'll be driving.
On the road.
Yep.
Rolling.
So we'll talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about, it's January. I know for me, when Nick and I are carpooling together, or we're driving, doing something, or we're just here at work, we're always talking about 2026, looking ahead, thinking ahead,
Yeah.
looking forward to. So we're going to talk about everything about that. We're just going to get into it. So consumer shows first.
Yep.
We are headed to Harrisburg. Thus far, looking at the weather, looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Looking good.
We should
So
be
far.
good. We usually just go, we're in north central Iowa, so we take what they would call Avenue of the Saints down towards like Iowa City. We hit 80 over to Davenport. We hit that to Peoria, hit that to Indianapolis, hit that to Columbus.
Pit stop.
That's usually the one day.
Yep.
That's our bigger day. And then the next day is not so bad. Columbus,
About a 6-hour jaunt.
Columbus into like southern Pennsylvania, cut across, go through the like.
Last year we cut across West Virginia.
Well, you do that either way. There's a little bitty tip of West Virginia that after Indiana you go into West Virginia and then you hit into Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's just like a little spot.
Yep.
That's really pretty right through there because there's like a cool river.
That's my favorite part of that drive.
Yeah.
Is right when you leave Columbus and you get headed east. That's my favorite part of the drive.
I wish we could make Pittsburgh as part of the trip because Pittsburgh's a fun city to drive through, like where the Steelers Stadium is and where the interstate goes.
Yeah.
But we don't end up through Pittsburgh. But then when you go south of Pittsburgh and you start heading through Pennsylvania, then you get into what they would call like the mountains, right? And it gets to be, there's lots of bluffs and it's not like rocky mountains, but it's big, huge hills.
Yeah.
And there's tunnels and a toll road.
Yeah.
And so we go do all that zigzag, up, down, left, right, and then boom, we come down into Harrisburg, and then we're there.
Yeah.
So really 2-day drive. The way it's looking, we'll probably just leave Wednesday. And then Wednesday drive, Thursday drive, probably load in a little bit on Thursday night, set up completely on Friday morning right away, and then show starts on Saturday.
Yep.
We are in the archery hall at booth number 900. So when you walk in the archery hall, if you just turn to the right and go to the far right wall, we're right there.
Yep.
When you walk in, there's Lancaster's got a huge booth. To the left of them, there's like another retail that's got a big booth. And if you go to the right of Lancaster, we're right by them.
Yep. We're kind of just right by that lemonade stand.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's worked out good. Like I said, we've been doing the Harrisburg show now, I think since 2018, 2019. We've been doing it for a long time. We've had that booth 900. We had it as a 10 by 30 for a while. And then we got it as a 10 by 40, and now we have that 10 by 40. It works out really good.
Yeah.
Gives us lots of space. But yeah, so like I said, Harrisburg is 9 days. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously Saturdays are the really big days. Those both Saturdays are just absolute pandemonium.
Yeah.
This year, Sunday, I feel like will be like last year on the second Sunday, because last year the Super Bowl was on the second Sunday.
Yeah, yep.
This year it's on the first Sunday. Last year was the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl in Pennsylvania. So it got to be kind of crickets on that Sunday afternoon.
Slow.
But this year it's the New England Patriots
Could be the same thing.
Yep, there's a lot of Boston is not very far away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fans, a lot of Boston, or a lot of New England fans.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Sunday could be interesting what that's like.
Yeah.
But I think it'll still be okay. It's not like it's not Pittsburgh Steelers, it's not Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, exactly.
So should be all right.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, no. Harrisburg is always a fun show. Like I said, it's always really cool to just get to be there. And, like we've talked about before, it's hard being away from family. It's hard being away, especially in the wintertime and everything. And when you see all the people at the show, that's, I think, like the vendors and at the show, that's, I think, what kind of always gets me through is everybody's all in the same boat.
Yeah.
We're all doing it.
Yeah.
We're all there. We're all spending time, sacrificing time away from family. So it's like, it is just part of what it is.
Yeah.
So that kind of is always nice. You're all kind of in the same boat. You kind of feel like there's a little bit of a camaraderie between the vendors. You kind of see guys, oh man, great to see you. I haven't seen you in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we saw them there. So it's like, but then the other big part about it is it's fun for the people that come to the show year after year that you get to see some familiar faces, but then also getting to have just really cool conversations with people about their Ozonics experiences.
Yeah.
Wherever they fall into their kind of their scent regiment journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
From
sure.
the guy that walked in last year that didn't know anything about it, didn't really maybe even think that it was the right thing for him or didn't believe in it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then bought one and then hunted with it for a season. Then we have those guys come back and go, man, dude, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it actually did really, really help me.
Yeah.
And then the other guys that did that 5 years ago.
Right.
And now come back every year. Or the guy that's the diehard guy that comes back every year and has got new stories to tell. So it's really fun in that regard. That's really motivating, I think, for us to be able to just have that,
Yeah.
And the other thing to talk about with the shows, we've got a good crew this year.
Yep.
We've got good news and we've got bad news on the staffing.
I don't know why that was funny how you said that.
We do. We have good news and bad news. For everyone that doesn't care, I'm going to explain it to you.
Oh, it was just funny how you just really emphasized staffing. I don't know why that made me laugh.
So you want the good news or bad news first?
Bad.
Okay, bad news. Randy Stoppenhagen isn't going to be there.
Out.
Oh, that was the wrong noise.
Okay.
If I would have said Randy's not going to be there and we went like this, that would have been inappropriate.
Inappropriate and a straight up lie.
Yeah. Randy Stoppenhagen's not going to be there.
Bummed about.
Yep. Just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And the other person that's not going to be there that usually makes an appearance for a few days is Jason Mears.
Yeah. Another bummer.
Yep. Jason said he's got conflicts.
Yeah.
Which that really sucks.
Yeah, it does. That bums me out.
I totally understand. And like I said, I know he's got a wife and he's got a son and I think his boy is like really, really into hockey.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure he's got hockey games, matches. What do you call them? Meets?
Games.
Hockey games?
Yeah.
Hockey tournaments probably is what it is.
Probably
That's what I was
actually is, yeah.
That's what I was getting at was hockey tournament.
Yeah.
Probably hockey tournaments on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he said he couldn't make it. So that kind of sucks because it's fun. I really like hanging out with him.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh man.
Good dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's had a good year. He had a good year last
Good
year.
couple years.
Yeah.
On a hot streak.
Man, oh man, talk about it.
Yeah.
Holy guacamole.
Yep.
But so that's bad news. Good news is we got some new characters unlocked, or one new character unlocked.
Yeah, one new character.
Yeah, one new character. So let's go through the existing characters.
Okay. Why is that sad?
Oh, Nick's gonna be there. No, I'm just kidding. But Nick is gonna be there.
Yep, I'll be there.
Nick's gonna be there. Nick's gonna be there filming. Content creation. Content. Create. Produce, publish, content.
It's going to be epic,
That's going to be his thing. He's going to be there. Don't try to talk to him in the booth. He is not there to talk to people. He's there to create content. He's going to have a camera in his hand or a mouse in his hand or a finger on a little touchpad.
Just grinding.
Just going to town.
It's going to be epic. I hope you guys are all you listeners, I hope you're ready because it's going to be epic.
If you see Nick walking around, he's got a camera in his hand. He's got headphones on. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Don't get in his way.
Yeah.
That camera is basically like if you had nunchucks. If you get too close, you could get nunchucked.
Yeah.
With the camera or the shotgun mic or an elbow.
So there.
So Think about Nick at the shows when he's
That's
creating
all.
content like a wild animal.
That's all.
Think about him like a wild animal.
Yeah.
You got to just keep your distance. It's okay to look. Don't touch.
Look with your eyes.
Don't touch.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, move on. So Nick's
Who's
going to be
next?
there. Also there, Susie English. Susie's going to be there, and she is going to be working the cash register.
Yep.
Just lighting the Shopify POS system on fire.
Yeah.
Point of sale. Sometimes we also think it means something else, but we won't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you buy, she flies.
There you go. You buy, she will ask you for your relative information and a card or cash.
Boom.
But she's also there to talk to people too.
Yeah.
And she's really great when it comes to
Any technical, like,
technical questions. If you're looking to maybe do a refurb,
Yeah.
just maybe something, whatever it might be,
Yep.
she's your gal.
yep.
She's there for you.
Yep.
Okay. So the other person that's been there, me, I'll be there.
Cole will be there.
I will be there. I will be there just jumping around. I will be in the booth talking to people.
Manning the ship.
I will be steering the entire Ozonics booth proverbial ship.
Conning the boat.
There you go. Setting the sail, pulling up the anchor,
Yeah.
which is Nick sometimes. All sorts of stuff.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I will be working the booth. I will be talking to people. I will be talking to the camera when Nick says, say this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. I will be figuring out where we're going to eat for supper.
That's always on Cole.
Yep. That's always, the buck always stops with me because everybody's got different tastes.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've got enough experience in Harrisburg. We kind of know where we want to go. Okay. But mostly my job is to be there and talk to people and educate, communicate, socialize about everything under the sun Ozonics
Yes.
and or just hunting.
Okay. Yes.
Don't get me talking about sheep hunting. That's forewarning.
Yeah.
That has happened. And then we just go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
All of a sudden an hour goes by and I don't know where I am. So I'll be there. So far we got Nick, Susie, Cole. Okay. Now,
Second year starter.
second year starter. Well, this is literally, we have like a starting five. We're like a basketball team. Who
Yep.
would be each position in the basketball team? I probably am the point guard. That makes most sense.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
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 Because
I'm a shooting guard.
yep, because you're cash money. You're like, hey, I stand on the outside. You just pass to me, and I just do nothing but just make touchdowns. I mean hoops. I know it's called.
Susie's probably center.
That's what I was gonna think. Susie is like, hey, you throw that up, and
Defending the block.
Yep. Hey, you need a rebound? I've got you.
Grabbing boards.
Yep. Watch out.
Yep.
She box out.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, the next person, what would their position be? Shooting guard? Or are you a shooting
I'm
guard?
shooting guard.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like a power forward.
Yeah, forward. Yeah, power forward. Can do lots of
Can
things.
do a lot of things.
Hey, mid range, got great mid range, but still, hey, if they got it, they can tip and they can go down. They can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They cross over a little up and under.
Yeah.
And he's got the height. This
Yeah.
totally makes total sense. I don't know where the new character falls in. Bench
I
warmer?
don't know either.
But
yeah.
you got to have 5 out there.
Yeah. I
What
don't
would
know.
he be?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
So the next person is Alec Link. Alec has a pretty cool story. We won't get too far into it because we're
Yeah.
going to have him on the pod
Yeah. So
in a couple weeks while we're at the show. That makes any sense. But Alec is from Erie, Pennsylvania. So far northwest corner. He's a fishing guide in Erie. He also does some guiding up in Alaska. He's a taxidermist.
excuse me.
Hope you're good. He's got a really unique story.
Yeah.
And I really like him. I get a real kick out of him.
Yeah. He's so funny.
It's just, yeah. And how him and I met is just such a funny deal.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
But he's going to be there. Avid whitetail hunter, uses Ozonics. So that'll all be really good. He helped us last year. He does a really great job.
Yeah.
Last year, felt so bad because a buddy of his came with, was going to help in the show. He got sick for
He had to have missed
Two-thirds.
Yeah, he missed a lot of it. He was so sick.
He was there like the first day and maybe the second day.
Yeah.
And then I think he missed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe even Friday.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
It was really bad. He was super sick.
Oh man, that was so bizarre.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got a flu shot. I get a flu shot every year. We'll go into that next.
Yeah.
Okay. So, new character unlocked.
Rookie.
I don't have a sound effect for this.
Ben Griffin.
Ben Griffin.
Yep, you've seen Ben Griffin on the podcast before. He's been kind of traveling around with us throughout the year. He was with us in Texas, Ohio, New Mexico.
Yep.
Filming hunts and stuff like that.
Videographer.
Yep.
Producer.
Yep. And he will be along for the ride.
Firefighter.
Yep. He'll be along for the ride.
Yep. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yep.
So, what position is he in on the basketball team? So, we've got.
2-guard maybe.
Yeah, there you go. That's kind of what it is.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need two big men out there.
Yeah.
He's not he's not going to beat Susie out. I'm telling you that for free.
Yeah.
He ain't going to be our center.
Yeah.
He ain't got the height either.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ben Griffin is going to be there. He's going to be helping in the booth and talking to people, but he's also going to be helping do some content, creating and do some producing.
Yep.
Yep.
He's kind of helping
Maybe
where he needs.
maybe if we need to put his ugly mug in front of the camera here and there.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Yep.
Good thing about Ben is Ben has never been to the show.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting.
So
to
it'll
see.
be really fun to see the kind of first time experience of what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, even like when we go into the archery hall and then we go, oh, come down here, and he's going to walk in that rifle room. He's going to be like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got to walk like a half mile that way. And then,
Yeah.
And then there's two other hunting rooms, and then there's an outfitter room that makes these rooms look not that big.
Right.
You're like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to have Ben there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got good staff. We got 5 people.
Yep.
And like I said, we'll all be there all 9 days.
Yep.
Yep. Sometimes we've had people kind of come and go depending on schedules, but this year we just got everybody working the whole thing.
Yep.
Yep. So
gonna be good.
It's gonna be real good.
Yeah.
What else to talk about with the show? What else? What else is going on? There's some pretty cool. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, there's gonna be some kind of fun things at the show, right? Like obviously come and talk to us at the Ozonics booth. We'd love to chat with you or hang out as long as you want. But there's gonna be some kind of neat stuff going on that we're gonna try to make sure we, capture. There's dog jumping competition like multiple days. That's pretty cool. They've got lumberjacking. Is that what you call it? Lumberjack sport, the sport of lumberjack.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
They had it last year. It was really cool.
I'm pretty sure it's lumberjacking.
Might be. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But
Maybe it's just lumberjack.
But it's sweet. They got these big souped up chainsaws, and it's really sweet.
They've got really sharp axes, and
they climb up the thing, get to a point where they can. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
we're gonna capture it all.
Yeah, there's actually an elk calling competition.
That'll be cool. Haven't seen that before there.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting. We're gonna make Ben do the kids fishing.
Yep,
that's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
See if we can get you and Ben to win a raffle gun raffle. They got a really serious gun raffle there.
Yeah,
pretty killer 3D shoot that goes on the entire time. It's so wild that there's that many people that do that 3D shoot.
Yeah.
Document the outfitter room. We're going to document the hunting rooms, the rifle room, the archer room, testimonials in the booth. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of be doing some kind of daily updates.
Yeah, some different
stuff.
So
stay tuned. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun in that regard.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah, like you said, we got a big week and a half in front of us. You know, it's crazy because you think 9 days is a long time, and you know, you're like, man, 9 days, that's such a grind, but it goes by so fast. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday, Sunday, and then all of a sudden you blink and it's the following Saturday. I feel like what I notice that I do is I kind of break it down into the thirds. Like, okay, the first 3 days, next 3 days, and the last 3 days.
Definitely.
And kind of when you get through the first 2 days, you're like, dang, we're already a third of the way done.
Right.
And even when you get to halfway, you're like, geez, we're already halfway there. And so it goes by faster than you think.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like I said, we're going to be in Harrisburg. And then after Harrisburg, we've got, you know, flying Ben home and got kind of people driving and people going every which way. And then we're actually driving to Raleigh, North Carolina, because we have one weekend between, and then we go to the Dixie Deer Classic.
Yep.
That's a new one for us recently.
Yeah.
We've done that one before, but that one's going to be kind of cool. Dixie Deer Classic is the North Carolina version equivalent of the Iowa Deer Classic.
Yep.
It's a really great show. It's awesome. It's very well attended, and it's a different crowd for us, you know. So that's going to be really cool. So we're going to drive to Raleigh, then fly back to Minneapolis, head back to Iowa, and then fly back there the week after and work the show, and then after that, then drive back.
Yeah, and drive all the way back.
Yep. So we have 4 shows this year, like we've talked about. We're doing Harrisburg, Dixie Deer Classic. Then the weekend after the Dixie Deer is the Iowa Deer Classic.
Yep.
And then we get a few weekends off, and then we go to Wisconsin.
Yep.
You could do, like we talked about, you could do shows every weekend pretty near from beginning of January through mid-April if you wanted to be those winter shows. But we just kind of pick, a few of them. And like I said, we're going to do those 4. Those ones and like I said, there's some really other good ones out there, but those ones we're doing this year.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Yep.
It'll be good. And like you said, too, it's kind of wait all year for it, and then it's going to be done before we know it.
Well, and that
goes quick.
That piggybacks right into the other part of the conversation. When we're at the shows, it's weird because, we're here and it's still January. Like Jed asked me this morning, he's like, when is winter over? He's like, when is it over exactly? Like, when is it done? And I'm like, well, man, like we could have snow. And of course, like Tatum pipes in, we could have snow until May. And that's true. We've had snow in May and April. And heck, that one year we had we didn't even really have winter until April.
Yeah.
But usually you get into like the end of February and things start to
taper off a little bit.
Yeah. Like you feel like you're getting a little bit over the hill. You're pointing at spring now rather than pointing at winter.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because we're here right now and it's end of January. And then all of a sudden we blink and it's March.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's just
quick.
a lot of coming and going where weather continues to happen here and life continues to happen, but you're kind of on the road.
Yeah.
And so, but we still think about hunting every day,
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about, and there's one thing that's right around the corner when we get done with the shows, especially after Wisconsin, is turkey hunting.
Yeah, it's right there, man.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And even when we're back in between, we're going to be trying to figure out when we can kind of sneak out and do some things. So that's kind of what we want to talk about is looking ahead at 2026, a little bit of a riff sesh. We like our riff sessions here and there. Riff sesh about 2026.
Yep.
Okay. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to rapid fire question at you first, Nick.
Okay.
Looking at 2026, what are you most excited about? I already know the answer, but what is it?
Yeah.
And give me like top 4 things.
Yeah, I mean, number 1 for sure is next fall.
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to it. I just think that there's a lot of potential this year, and I'm really itching to just get cameras back out for summer velvet, and then it just feels like it's going to be a really good year next year.
It feels like a really good year because what you just said, we have a lot of bucks and a lot of potential. But the other thing is when you look back at where these deer were living, they've been on us.
Yeah, they've been on us really hard. And
you look at Brutus and you look back at this year and last year and the year before, and we just have him. We have him. It's like okay, guy. And he was old enough this year that if he was going to move, he probably would have moved, and he's still here. So it's like, and there's just some of these other bucks. Zombie, even if Zombie doesn't live on us and he ruts on us, you know what I mean? It's like, God, that was a crank. Geez.
Well, I mean, I think the thing that excites me the most is there's a couple deer that are pretty small, younger deer right now, but we for sure had them last year and this year. No Fly Zone and Billy No Brow. We've had a lot of kind of, I guess you'd say, history with them, and they've stuck. They've been really consistent, whether it be summertime and or into the fall too, which I feel like is kind of sometimes can be kind of odd. I feel like a lot of times you see deer that just kind of move off, and for some odd reason, there's between Brutus, Billy No Brow, and No Fly Zone, they have stayed for the last 2 years, and you can go back and look and see that they're there. They're there.
Now we got Zombie. He's obviously living somewhere else, and he's just stopping by.
Yeah, he just came by, and again, that's a deer that we didn't have the year before, not that we know of, but that's just such a cool deer. I mean, I don't think he'll throw anything crazy next year, but this year he had that I think it was a G4, G3 or G4 that was just bent in a 90, just
Yeah.
straight in, and must have had something happen to him when he was in velvet or something. But
Yep.
so I don't recognize that deer, but there's a couple deer that were super consistent this year that we didn't have the year before. That's like, well, man, geez, if they make it another year,
I know.
I mean, there's a good handful of bucks that if they make it through and they get another year worth of growth on them, man, we could have a really, really awesome
Well,
season.
Bentley.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I mean,
That's
man,
the guy.
that he could be.
So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy because we have a really good structure of kind of characters when it comes to different bucks and where they're at within,
Yeah,
you know, their lifespan and age and everything else.
yeah,
And yeah, I think it's just there's a lot of opportunity. I feel like at the end of 2024, looking at 25, we're like World Traveler.
yeah.
That was our really focus.
our
Like,
main
yeah, we're
thing.
like, man, if we can keep him on, like, we're gonna hone in on that one deer.
Yeah.
which is really fun to do too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This year, I feel like, I mean, the deer that I want to hone in on is Brutus
yeah, for
and
sure.
Zombie,
Yeah,
but Brutus big time. Like, I've got some unfinished business with that guy.
yeah,
Like, that's gonna be my number one, 1,000%.
yeah,
But it's going to be really interesting to see how all these other bucks shape up, and do they stick around? What do they do?
mm-hmm.
It's going to be really interesting. And that's
Yeah.
where I think there's just a lot of opportunity for this year.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Do you think any of those younger bucks that you would shoot next year?
Man, I don't know. Like Bentley, like I think about Bentley, like that when I had that encounter, he came out and I grunted snort reese at him and he came in like he did. Even this year, that was like, man, this is such a cool
Yeah,
thing and cool like encounter.
yeah,
But I felt like he needed another year.
yeah.
You know, Bentley's going to be really interesting to see what he turns into.
I know. I hope he shows back up.
I mean, I honestly feel like No Fly Zone is going to keep his name,
Yeah, probably.
and then and Billy Nobrow, like that's a no for me.
Yeah,
But Zombie, Brutus, Bentley's going to be the one that's going to be really, really hard.
yeah. I think the one I'm most interested to see is Billy Nobrow for sure.
Yeah,
Because it's just been cool. I mean, we've seen him so much and had tons of pictures of him. I mean, we filmed him last year in the Staying in the Woods. We filmed him. He came right into
Yeah,
us, and
yeah.
and then of course this year I had two encounters with him. I actually figured out that you did too.
yeah.
Looking back at those videos that we didn't know were taking videos.
Yeah,
He walked by him, so like he definitely lives right on us. I feel like
Yeah.
right in and around us.
Yep.
And so that's going to be a really interesting one to see, just because sometimes those small deer really interest me. You know, because like obviously he just for some reason he didn't grow a very impressive rack. This year he got a little bit bigger, but still just had no brows at all. I mean, just little tiny little brows,
Mhm.
and it's like I just think it's interesting to see how those types of deer kind of progress and just see their little changes, and it's just gonna be fun because we know them so well,
Yeah.
you know.
And I guess the thing that I would say too is I think that my perspective or my decision on what I will or won't shoot before I met you, and honestly, that was really before I was hunting with Jet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot every doe that walks by, and I really only want to shoot a mature deer.
Yeah,
And so I have passed a lot of bucks.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yep,
Like a lot of deer that you maybe would have been like, man, I'm really, really happy with that. It's not that I wouldn't have been happy with that, but I
Yeah.
really wanted to shoot a mature deer. So I haven't shot a lot of bucks
Yeah.
like in a while, you know what I mean? Because I'm holding out for a really, really good one. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so, but I say that my decision with that feels like it's kind of changing, because if I'm sitting by myself, I feel like it's either Zombie or Brutus or nothing.
mm-hmm.
If I'm sitting with you and you and I are trying to film, if any of those bucks walk by, that's going to be a hard thing to pass.
Yeah,
If I'm sitting with Jet and any of those bucks walk by, that's going to be a hard deer to pass.
yeah,
Just because it's just it would be such a cool thing.
yeah,
It'd be fun to have Jet there. He's my son. That would be really fun. It'd really be fun for you and I, because we have definitely put in the time and the work,
yeah,
and to get it to all come together. That's really what it's about.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But if I'm hunting by myself and I'm the one that's it's just like in the moment of that excitement,
Mhm.
then I'm just kind of sharing it with me,
Yeah.
then I would really want it to either be
yeah,
one of the two,
Yeah.
which I think maybe that sounds really weird or hypocritical, or I don't know. But to me, I feel like it kind of makes my year potentially pretty exciting because, like, on a day-to-day, consistently through that, I'm trying to kill does.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, depending on how we're hunting or when I'm hunting or who I'm hunting with, will kind of change what I'm
Right.
looking to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably shoot any of those deer that walk by next year, I think. Maybe. Well, actually,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
want you
Maybe
to
not.
shoot. I want you to shoot something bigger than Skinny Pete.
Yeah, I think I take back what I said. I think my goal next year, if by the grace of God, is I really want to bust over that 130 mark really bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of my goal.
Well, that would be Bentley.
Yep, Bentley. I think
Yep.
he was probably pretty close to 130 this year.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I don't think Billy Nobrow would fit that bill.
Not this year, no.
Billy Nobrow would be the awesomest deer to have jet shoot.
Yeah.
Could you
Any
imagine
buck
that?
would.
I know, but like
Yeah.
that would be really cool just with like the history of him and
Yeah.
like he's never going to be much.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, but
It'd be crazy. What if he is? What if he just blows up?
oh, I know. Well, and there's going to get to a certain point where if Billy Nobrow made it through this year and he got into 2027, he would probably fit the mature buck, my mature buck like number.
For sure he would.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
I
why
mean-
like Bentley kind of feels like he's off the list for me because I just feel like alone he's not a mature buck yet. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you think they're both probably 3 right now? And they're going to be 4 next year?
Yeah, maybe.
That's just very on the surface. That's kind of what I think.
See,
I think they're both be 4-year-olds.
See, I think that Bentley could be a year older than Billy Nobrow. Because Billy Nobrow, he's so thin.
Yeah, he is really thin.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like you look at Skinny Pete and you looked at Skinny Pete was thin too, but like you look at Bentley compared to Billy Nobrow, and Bentley's got a lot more mass.
Yeah, and the funny thing about Skinny Pete too is I got that we did the podcast on having the thing, and you know I added a bunch of videos of Skinny Pete, and I'll tell you one thing, he's got a very big body comparatively to a lot of the other bucks.
Yeah.
Way bigger than I kind of really like noticed, I guess you could say. So I don't know.
But
I don't know. But
I-
anyways.
yeah. Okay. We're getting way too sidetracked.
Yeah.
That is your number one thing. Give me
Yeah.
the 2, 3, 4.
2 is probably just turkey season. Close 3 is just getting cameras out again. Just because it's going to be a bean year this year, and man, the last time we had beans, the cameras were just on fire, and it was really fun in the summer.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, like
It's a secluded bean field that you can't
Yeah.
see, that's protected from trees, by contour. You can't see it.
yeah, and it just and it was funny too because like there was a bunch of bugs on there that we never saw at all the rest of the year, but it was still just like, dang, dude, like this is so cool just to have those come through to your phone and stuff. It was awesome.
No, this year will be a really fun year for the cameras.
Yeah, it will be. I'm super stoked.
Yeah. I think before we were like, gosh, I wish it could be a corn year again. I'm not as bummed about that because I feel like this year was a corn year, but it acted like a bean year.
It really did.
And how deer kind of moved through the woods. I'd be really interested to see what Turkey Ridge, Co-op,
Yeah.
Deer Bridge, Thermal Hub, how that all kind of shakes out.
Yeah.
Like does the ski hill heat up a little bit? That went really, really slow this last year. Be interesting to see. The river, how's
Yeah.
the river? Where's the river tie in?
Yeah.
The river felt good this year, but not as good.
Yeah.
But then I had that encounter with Brutus there, and we had Brutus on camera only at the river all summer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really interesting to see.
Yeah. And then number 4 would be actually something we talked about doing here pretty soon is just like, I don't know why, but I've just been really looking forward to just having a day out there, just kind of walking around and just like jotting down some notes of like plans for next year, or like just looking at some new stuff. And I'm super excited to do that.
Yeah, there's the flat that we really want to look at, and even like New Middle. Do we want
Yeah.
to keep New Middle where it is, or do we want to
Yeah.
move it a little bit? And the flat, do we like where we're at? Do we want to try to move that a skosh?
Yeah.
And then really spending some time looking at thermal hub.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear me talk about this when we're at the shows a lot. You know, I think sometimes we hunt the wind and sometimes we hunt the deer.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to go out there and really think about that with these spots.
Yeah.
Where do we hunt for the wind and where do we hunt for the deer?
Yeah.
And how do we find a compromise in those situations?
Yeah.
What is happening in that environment when we're out there, and where are the deer going to be? There's just a lot to, like, we need to really, really just stand there and look and look and look and go,
Yeah.
okay, how do we feel about this?
Yeah. I'm just, I don't know why, but I'm just really excited for that. I really enjoy getting into that mindset, you know, and I know it's like we're way far away from deer season, but it's just, I really enjoy that kind of like strategic thinking, and 95% of the time, none of it really comes to fruition, but it's still just really fun.
Well, I did some of that when we were out there kind of pulling cameras.
Yeah.
I was down there and I was like, you know what? And I started walking around and I'm like looking, I'm like, golly. And so, and again, the nice thing is, you know, when we get back from Harrisburg, we don't have a lot of time, but like after that, we don't have much time after that. But after that,
Yeah.
You know, we'll be into March most likely, and then we'll be into where the snow should be melting off a bit. And for a little bit of there's a window there. It looks very similar on the ground to what it looked like in the fall. And so that's just we've talked about sports. Great time to do some scouting and
Yeah.
do some trimming, just do some checking. And if you're going to start moving stuff around,
Yeah.
I feel like it's low impact.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, where all of a sudden then it starts to, the pressure can start to mount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. No, I think you're right on track.
Yeah. So what about you?
Sorry, my ears are itchy.
That's all
I
right.
don't know what that's about.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I'd say surprisingly, I won't say surprisingly. Usually my order thinking right now, especially because it's so close, would be turkey hunting, sheep hunting, deer hunting.
So just chronological, right down the
Yeah.
right down the year.
But I think whitetail hunting I'm more excited about this year than there's a lot more anticipation for everything
Yeah.
that we just talked about.
Yeah.
You know, usually I've got a lot of other stuff going on before then. Not that we don't still I think about deer hunting, but I just I'm really excited for turkey hunting. I'm really excited for Alaska.
Yeah.
And then deer hunting is awesome too.
Yeah.
And I get to do some deer hunting before Alaska because I do some of the depth hunting in the summer. But yeah, for me, I'm really excited for spring turkey hunting. That's going to be so fun. I really want to try to get Jet a couple turkeys or one. I really want to get you a turkey, and kind of more of we talked about this the other day on the road about, you know, sometimes it just works out the way it works out. And it's, you know, when I used to guide turkey hunts, I would ask guys like, what would success look like on this trip? Like, what do you want? Because some guys, they would tell you, they're like, man, I want the iconic Tom strutting in, full strut, just coming in on a decoy, and I want to really just savor that moment before I pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're probably not going to run and gun.
Yeah.
You know, like, or another guy's like, man, I don't give a diddly. I just want to kill a turkey. Okay. Or the next guy, I can't stand sitting. I don't want to sit. Let's move. Let's get out and run and gun. You know? And so it's like, okay, we can do that. I just want to get a turkey. I don't care if it's the biggest tom, it's a small tom, it can be a Jake. I just want a turkey. All right. And so I think that for you kind of had this idea of kind of like that iconic tom coming in, full strut on the decoy, and then you getting drawn and just pinwheeling him, you know what I mean? And watching him kind of crappie flop right out there and then walk out and touch just this pristine in just its full glory and brilliant color and all of it. And oh, look at his spurs and his beard and his head, and look at how much it weighs, and like the sun's coming up, and it didn't work out that way. You know?
Yeah.
And so I think you feel like it kind of felt a little incomplete.
Yeah.
And I completely get it from your perspective and feeling that way. From my perspective, I'm like, man, dude, that's just the way it works out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes together perfectly and sometimes it doesn't, but like, let's just focus on the outcome.
Yeah.
You know, and let's focus on the picture at the end of it. You know what I mean? But I get where you're going, And I want to have that for you too.
Yeah.
But I also feel like the way it worked out for you last year, I think gives you more perspective, more respect for turkey hunting because, and you said you had this conversation with a guy a while back about like, he was talking about turkey hunting and archery hunting. And you said to him, was like, yeah, man, it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize like how much they move. It's like one of the hardest things I've ever shot at, I've ever hunted. It's just hard.
Yeah.
And the way your hunt worked out, you have a deep understanding of that.
Yeah.
And when it happens and it struts right in and he turns and you get drawn and it all comes together, it'll just make it that much sweeter.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope we can have that moment.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
spring.
For sure. Yeah, and I think Cole's right on. I mean, that would be. I mean, I feel like my mindset going into this year is just way different. I mean, like last year was just like, man, I just want to get one under my belt, just get that, just cross that, check that box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely still have that this year because, like Cole's saying, like you know, I just it really did kind of feel incomplete. Like it was just weird. It was just kind of like a weird feling, like how it all happened. Like it was just crazy.
It was awesome
so
for me the whole way through.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a whirlwind, and like I felt like just with how fast it happened and what happened with the recovery, it was just such a weird, like bittersweet, I guess you could say. Like it was so odd. Like I was just in shock the entire time. So I want the full experience again. But honestly, like my biggest goal is like I just want to continue to learn and grow as a turkey hunter. I feel like there's so much that I just haven't even scratched the surface with calling. Like,
No pun intended.
yeah, seriously, I didn't even that did not mean to do that. But with calling, like you know, I can grab a mouth call and somewhat make a sound and make it sound okay, but like situational, I'm so clueless. And that's the same thing with like a slate call. Like I can kind of do it. It's not, it sounds like a turkey, but it's not very crisp. There's just so much that I need to learn with all that. And I think a lot of it comes with time and experience, but I think that's going to be like a really big focus going into the season, just trying to, be a sponge and just learn as much as I can when I'm with Cole and stuff like that. But then of course too, man, I freaking love filming turkeys. And I would love to just really rack up some storage on the SD cards and drives and just film a bunch.
We've had some pretty cool moments.
Oh my gosh.
We've had some pretty cool moments.
Epic stuff. And it's just like, I just want more. I want more. It's like a drug.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, over the years, especially at the shows when we're eating dinner, you're all hanging out. Guys will say, what are you excited for? What are you looking forward to? What's on your list? What's a goal you got? And my thing is always the next one. Mm-hmm. Whatever animal I haven't hunted, that's my next thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of hear you saying with turkey hunting. It's just like, what are you excited for? The next gobble.
Yeah.
Which one? What do you love to hear? What do you love to hear most? The next one.
Yeah.
It's just like as soon as they get a gobble again.
Yeah.
As soon as it happens, you get the footage, you have them come in. Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And that's the drug.
Yeah, and I don't know
That's
what
what's
it
so
is.
fun about it.
I don't know what it is that's so satisfying about it. Because, like, I love filming deer, too, but I just feel like deer, it's like, it's just different. Like, when you film a deer, like, a lot of times it's kind of far away. They're running.
It's a very intimate feeling.
Yeah, with turkeys, it's just like they're just right in your grill. They take forever to work across a field. Like,
it's on their terms.
You're on the ground, so you're on a nice tripod. You got the long lens. Like, it's just so satisfying. And, like, the footage does it all justice a lot of the times. Like, you pull up, you're like, oh, my gosh, just look at that. Look at the colors. Look at the...
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fun to film turkeys. And I'm, like, really, really excited to do that again. Like, I watched back the footage of the couple I've filmed Cole shooting with a bow, and I'm like, I just want that again.
Yeah.
It's just so sick. Oh, it's so sick.
And I feel like now you realize when we shot that one and he crappie flopped right there, why I absolutely just lost my absolute living mind.
Yeah.
Because it is just,
yeah,
it's it's hard to shoot them, man.
And it's just crazy to think too. That was literally my first year ever turkey hunting,
I know.
and we had just a couple insane hunts. We killed 2 birds. I mean,
I wish that you could go back and listen to yourself. All I want is one to just come in. I'm like,
I just found that micro clip that we have from the podcast, and it's so funny.
yeah. No, like I said, yeah, there's something about turkey hunting. Like I said, it's just, there's a lot to unpack with all the things that you just said. Sometimes I think I'll go back towards the beginning. I think you're right on track with trying to grow as a turkey hunting and do more. I think sometimes, and again, I don't say this in a braggadocious way. I'm just saying it. So please don't take it that way if you're listening, or because I know you won't take it that way, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm 41 years old. I've been turkey hunting since I was a teenager. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
And there's guys that have way more hunting experience than I do and have hunted them probably more in a 5-year time span than I've hunted my entire life, or the hunt year after year, and have just piled up hundreds and thousands of kills or encounters and everything else.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have an idea of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I have enough experience with turkey calling and I know what to do, but so much of what I do is instinctive, like is in the moment. It's situational.
Yeah.
It's really instinct. And what I'm trying to say is sometimes I feel like I'm a good person to listen to, but I'm not a good person to learn from.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm a good person to learn from, but I'm not a good person to teach.
Yeah.
Because I have a hard time, like unpacking it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, putting it into words.
Yeah, and making it, and sometimes and what we've talked about is I hope that I want you to just ask more questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Hey, why are you doing that right there?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to answer that right now. I'm trying to do this.
Well,
and I think that's the hard thing.
Yeah.
But it's like gutting a deer. You can watch a guy gut a deer 100 times, but you're not going to get it. You're not going to really know what to do until you gut it yourself once and then do it 10 more times after that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get more from doing it yourself once or 10 times than watching it 100 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like thus far you've done a lot of watching me.
Mm-hmm.
And you did a little bit last year. We tried to call yourself.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But then I felt like you
got
felt
my butt kicked.
Yeah. You felt like you were like, dang, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's that's part of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other thing about turkey hunting is we kind of talked about this on we were driving the other day. There could be 3 turkey hunters. There could be a professional world champion turkey caller. There could be me, and there could be you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The world champion turkey hunter is the best caller in the world. He can make every sound a turkey can make, like could run circles around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the guy that has experience, and you're kind of the novice.
Yeah.
So we kind of the good, better, best.
Yeah.
Or good, better, best, right?
Yeah.
Low, medium, high. The thing about turkey hunting though is that we can go out and hypothetically, if the same situation played out, the professional caller could throw the kitchen sink at him and the turkey just doesn't work in.
Mm-hmm.
I go out there, do the same thing, and the tom won't work in for me either. You go out there and you do what you do, and he walks right in.
Yeah.
And the next day, the professional guy, the world champion, it walks in. Doesn't walk in for me, walks in for you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't walk in for that guy, walks in for me, walks in for you. That's the thing about turkey, and that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
And that's the magic of it, is at times there feels like there's no rhyme or reason. There's times it feels like you can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's times it makes it feel like you can't do anything right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes turkey hunting so fun.
Yeah.
Whether you're a world champion caller, you're just a guy that likes to go out turkey hunting in the spring, or you're just getting into it.
Yeah.
There's no wrong way to do it.
Right.
Right. And so that's what I think is fun. Like I said, the difference in those 3, I think, comes down to instincts and situational awareness and how you handle certain things.
Yeah.
Or what you kind of deviate to.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the analogy of if we were all flying a plane, we can all fly the plane, we can all take off and we can turn and we can land. But when things go wrong,
Yeah.
as you go from novice to more experienced to professional, you know what to do and you know how to react and not crash.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, and hopefully shoot the bird.
Yeah, and that's what's funny about that first year. It seemed like every single hunt we had one somewhat playing the game, if not coming right in.
Yeah, it's funny because this will be your 4th spring, right?
Yep, my fourth year turkey hunting. Yep.
So the funny thing is the first year, and I kind of told you that back then. I'm like, man, this has been a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like every hunt we went on,
Literally.
we had toms like in the deeks, like
Yeah.
okay, here
in
we
the
go.
deeks or out in the field gobbling back to us, and then
Yeah,
like they were just always like every single hunt, like it was just like, okay, there's one right there. We can kind of play the game with them. It didn't work out 100% of the time, but like there was always a really good chance.
and then last year and the year before, especially archery hunting in a ground blind where you're sitting in one spot, in a static position,
Yeah.
it felt more like normal. It felt a little tougher.
Yeah. Especially the second year that I hunted was super tough.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. 2 years ago was tougher.
Yeah.
Yeah. We came off this honeymoon of a year that was like, wow, unbelievable. I killed 2, Jet killed 2. Yeah. I think we killed one more, didn't we? Oh, Bo killed one.
Yeah. Bo killed a Jake.
Yeah. And then my nephew killed one.
Yeah.
Like, and we killed one more? I think we did. 6. Anyway, we had a really, really good spring.
Yeah.
And then 2 years ago, felt it was a lot tougher. This last year was a little bit better, but it was still tough.
Yeah. I mean,
And it was funny because statistically, the state of Iowa had like the last 2 years have had like record-breaking harvest years, and then it felt like sometimes it felt like I couldn't do anything right.
Yeah.
But that's what's interesting, and but yeah, I think it's going to be. You never know how the spring's going to lay out, but that's what's really nice for us too we, especially archery hunting, we can find the time to go and get out there when it's right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
But the other thing I was going to say about turkey hunting, why I'm so excited about the spring is, it feels like the spring and turkey hunting is just, it's like, it's the great outdoors saying, like the party starting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like there's so much anticipation. It's kind of opening the gates and saying, hey, here we go again.
Yep.
Welcome to the new year. And then the summer kind of cultivates that excitement and that passion. And then in the fall is really when you kind of harvest all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And then the winter is kind of that reflection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so there's just something about the spring and everything kind of greening up and coming back alive. And then those toms are just in their full glory.
Yeah.
And it's like when they're right there on you, you feel that excitement, anticipation of the season and what's happening. And it's just, it's here and it's now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, I love springtime.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
a beautiful time of year.
So yeah, spring turkey hunting is my number one for sure. And then I would say from there, sheep season. Only turkey season only beats sheep season because it's happening sooner, but then it's definitely sheep season. And then whitetails is right there. And then number 4, I think is really interested to see what happens with these bucks, the anticipation of what the summer into the fall brings.
Yeah.
That is going to be really interesting. I think we'll make good decisions when we're out there this spring and early summer, and what we're kind of, how we're adjusting what we're doing and kind of honing and sharpening that knife. It's going to be really interesting to see how they stay, where they move, who goes away, who comes in, and just way it all shakes out. That's going to be what I'm going to be like, holy cow, here we go.
Yes. No, oh man. I just can't wait.
Yeah, I know.
I just cannot wait. I'm in serious postseason depression right now.
Yeah, I've been mentioning that to you. I think that's seriously what it is, because I feel like you've been really hangry lately. Like a lot. Like I'll come into your office and be like, and you kind of get a little snappy, get a little testy, and I don't know what it is, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but that's what it is. You're just a little hangry about not having cams out.
No, cams and not really doing anything.
Well, the weather has been
horrible.
The weather has been like curb stomping us for the last like 2 weeks, it just curb stomped the entire country.
I know. I kept
mean,
saying I kept saying last week, I just need to go for a walk or something. Go
Yeah.
out in the woods. But then it was 36 below, and I'm like,
Well, dude, they were saying that I saw a thing on the news that when the southern half of the U.S. was getting all that ice, and they're still dealing with a lot of that. You know what I mean? The upper Midwest was just getting bitter cold. They were saying parts of like Ontario were like in the 60 to 80 below zero. So it's colder than Antarctica.
yeah,
I mean, unbelievable cold,
yeah,
right? So, we have had a full on winter. I mean, it's funny though, because like we just went to Des Moines the other day, and you drive to Des Moines, there ain't a lick of snow.
no, there's nothing.
Nothing. I mean, they're having the cold like we are too,
Yeah,
but there's no snow. It's just bizarre.
yeah.
And
God, I just wish we didn't have snow, man. God.
yeah, I know. But that's what's made it tough is we've just had weather that is aggressively cold,
Yeah,
scary, in the elements for too long. You got to be careful what you're doing.
yes,
You know, it's not that you couldn't really bundle up and just be like, I'm going to do it anyway, but it's just like, especially with the diabetes and all that stuff, it's just like, it's a little risky.
yeah, no, for sure.
You know, it's just like, is that juice worth the squeeze?
Right,
You know?
right.
So, it's not too far away though.
No,
it's
it's
going to
not.
thaw off here in a little bit.
No,
they're
I'm
saying
hoping
this
that-
weekend it's supposed to warm up. I think it's supposed, like by the time this podcast is airing, they're saying it's going to in the up, like Iowa's going to get
Up in the 30s.
mid 20s
What
and
I'm
the 30s.
What I'm hoping for is like maybe the snow will be. I mean, there's probably still going to be snow, but I'm hoping like that weekend after Harrisburg would be a good weekend to go walk some stuff.
Yeah, just
That's
go
my
out and
plan.
put some boots on the ground.
Yeah, just go get outside and just do something.
Yep. Well, I could tell I'm kind of getting that itch too. Like I mean, to kind of bring it full circle in a really roundabout, no pun intended way. That's why I've been so into dirt track racing, right? I go home and I've got this, of course, me again, my obsessive part. I'm talking about building the kids a tree house. So here I am at home looking at tree houses and what's the, joist span of a 2x8 and how much can the cantilever be and blah, all this random stuff. So then I do that until I'm blue in the face, and then I start watching dirt track racing.
Right. Yep.
And again, I'm watching it because it's fun to think about, the spring and summertime,
Yeah.
and then that leads to the fall.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's the part that is a little hard about the shows, like because it's so exciting to be there, but then it also just kind of makes that itch even more itchy.
Yeah.
As we,
I think it helps me a lot, honestly,
yeah. No, I hear you.
because it's like obviously I got no kids or nothing, so like when it's deer season, get home, you're watching the cams like a red-tailed hawk on a fence.
Oh my God.
Power line.
No, you guys have no idea. If we kept track, if there was a way that your phone could tell you, well, you could look at you should look at your screen time of the Reveal app.
Yeah, it was like I did look at it, but I didn't say anything. But it was like literally like I think number 2.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not really on my phone a ton. I mean, I'll go on Instagram and Snapchat buddies and text people, but there was a time where like every single night I would log into your account.
I know. I think it was funny. There was one time you're like, "Hey, I just want to let you know I may have crossed a line in our friendship and our circle of trust." And I'm like, "Why?" And you're like, I've been logging onto your Reveal account like all the time." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
I just go into there because he's got, obviously it's like
And I
cameras
need to-
he's been running for years, and they have a bunch of like historical data in there, and I'm like, God, I wonder if that book was.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now, and this is going to make your day. I'm going to give you a task.
Oh,
This is a
update it all.
That's a non-work related. So what he's referring to, oops, sorry, I think I just played footsie with you on accident.
Sound like a crappie hitting my jig.
Yeah. Oh, I
It did.
yeah. So what I've been doing is I do velvet and hardhorned on the different pieces, different properties, and it's nice because then you can just look back and go, oh, when was it velvet or hardhorn, and then I just have it all, and I've done that for years. I haven't done that for the 2025 season.
Yep. Haven't done it
So
yet.
why don't you go into my account,
I'll do that.
create the catalog or the album or whatever it is for 2025 Velvet for the where we're talking, and 2025 Hardhorn for where we're talking, and just start.
I'll do
And
that.
just start putting them in there.
I'll do that for sure.
There you go. Now you got. Now, do you think that would be right up your alley?
Yeah, I'll
and
do
you know
that.
what? It kills two birds with one stone because I was going to need to spend time doing it, but I know you would enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I'll do
and
that for sure.
and it gets done.
Yeah, I can do that for sure.
Hey, look at you! Now you got something to do. Hey,
Yeah,
look at
because
that.
it was funny because like it was like I just remember it was like the weekend. I think I was home on the last day of deer season on the 10th. I think I was in Wisconsin or whatever. Then I get back in work Monday, and then I get home and I'm like, man, what do I do with my life? So I really took my time going through all my camo, hanging it up real nice, going through all my gear, getting everything hung up real nice. That took me like 2 days. And then at that point, we still had cameras out. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this is awesome. I'll just watch this. And then we took cameras down. And now, like this last week, I've just been like, I don't know what to do.
It is funny how everybody's doing the same thing because I did the same thing last weekend. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just hang some stuff up.
Yeah.
And, like, it's funny because I'm a very organized person, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, my workbench is kind of like my little thing that gets to be messy.
Junk table.
Oh yeah, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like layers and builds up, and I'm like, okay. And all of a sudden you put all the camo away and you put just the gear away, and you're like, this ain't that bad.
No.
But yeah, same thing. I had stuff still out from like Alaska.
Oh,
You know?
really?
Oh yeah, dude. It's just
I guess
bad.
that makes sense. It kind of rolls right into hunting
Well,
season.
that's
deer season.
yeah. I mean, this is what do I say here? In all honesty, I had stuff last year in the 2025 season when we were still in Clear Lake. I had stuff on my bench that was there from 2024,
Oh,
and
really?
I just never put it away. It just sat there, and then when I started lowers, I was like, oh, there it is.
yeah.
No, seriously, and you know how it got moved? It got put away. It got put away when we moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just kind of sat there, and I was like, yikes, I can't do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, sometimes I can be hard on stuff, when it just sits out, and
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, it's hard on stuff in my house because if it's on that workbench, rush, it's free game. Oh man, like this. He's got this. I have an oil filter. No, like a oil
Funnel.
funnel. I have a funnel. It's red. I got a kerosene heater. I have kerosene just in case power goes out. We have kerosene heater. I got these gallons of kerosene. Well, I bought this red funnel. Jeez, oh Pete's. If I would have known Russ was gonna have so much fun with a red funnel, dude. Oh, he carries that funnel around all over the place. I find it around the house all the time. I take it back down there. I hit it. He found it again the other day. I don't know what it is about that red funnel, man. He is like obsessed with that thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it just ends up like around the house. I'm like, bro, I told him like, stop playing with that stupid thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, no, I'm right with you. It can be kind of a rough time of year, but I think and that's why we're kind of talking about this. It's a good time to spend time thinking about what you're going to be doing for the year. Hey, man, what do I need to think about? Gear that I may be thinking about upgrading. What do I need to just remember that I need to try to get done this year?
Yeah.
What's going to put me in the best position when it really, really counts to be successful? What can I do now?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think is fun about lots of hobbies are this way. Hunting really feels like it's this way.
Yeah, it is.
We spend way more time thinking about it
Oh, my
than actually
gosh.
the act of hunting.
Oh, my gosh. yeah.
Seriously. Dude, I'm telling you.
Consumes a guy.
Dude, I think about hunting 365 days a year.
I know.
I'm not even kidding. I do. I think about it every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about hunting.
Yeah. No, I'm the exact same way.
There's only a few things. Seriously, I mean, this is kind of a mind blow when you think about it. I think about my wife and my kids and hunting every day.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably days that like we think about ozonics a lot because we're at work,
Yeah.
but there could be days on the weekends that you're like, okay, it's a weekend. I need to kind of unplug
Yeah.
that you don't even maybe think about. So you couldn't say, I think about ozonics probably 90% of the year,
Easily.
but not every day.
Yeah.
That would be too much of a stretch. But my wife and my kids and hunting, man, I think about them every single day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
It is. It's an obsession, man.
Maybe not healthy.
Oh, it's healthy. It's good.
Just got to prioritize and keep them in the right order. But
Yeah.
it's interesting because I have been feeling a little under the weather That was the other thing I was going to talk about. This is going back to the consumer shows. The Harrisburg flu. That's the other thing you got to think about. I got a flu shot, and I feel like that's kind of knocked me back. I've been feeling a little under the weather for a bit here.
Yeah.
Now, again, I've got 4 kids at home that are
Daycare and school
sick,
and
snotty
sick.
babies.
Yeah.
Not all babies, but they're always just sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I do everything I can to try to steer clear of, that's my cup, don't touch it. That's my drink, don't touch it. Blow your nose, wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But the Harrisburg flu is a real thing. And I think I got a flu shot. Susie got a flu shot. You didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think
no.
Alec did. I don't think Ben did.
No, Ben said he's sick right now.
Yeah, so you're sick now too. That was a cough right there. Well, so it sounds like that's what happens when you get sick. You cough.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. But hopefully we can all make it through.
Mm-hmm.
You shake hands with enough people and you're around enough people, it's hard for it not to. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I've been on my emergency regimen, taking some every single day just to try and get ahead of it. I actually told Ben today too, you should really think about doing that because people always get sick and you just don't want to. You don't want to get your butt kicked while you're there. So
Yeah,
he's
vitamin
going to get
C.
on it. And
Yep. No, it sounds really crazy to say that, but the people, all the vendors talk about it every year, the Harrisburg flu.
Yeah, and it really helped last year for me at least because I did the same thing. I started like a week before, just keeping up on it.
And I'm going to start now too because I started last year about this time.
Yeah, and it really helped. I mean, made it all the way through last year without getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
Not even once. I think me and you were the only ones who didn't get sick last year. Didn't Susie get sick? No.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she felt real down. I think there was maybe there was one day she didn't go, or maybe she just felt real crummy, but she went anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So it definitely helped last year. Year before I got pretty sick, but
yeah, man, it's a real trick.
Yep. But we'll be ready.
Yep. I don't know how we got on that subject. I don't know how I got there. That's what it was. I've been feeling a little down. Been feeling under the weather, but I don't know why. But I got a real pep in my step today to do this podcast, and we knocked her right out.
Knocked her out. That's what you got to do, man.
Yep, just knocked her out of the park. I like what we did when we were talking about the staffing. I think it was fun. I didn't think we were going to go there where we figured out what basketball position they would be, but that's where it went.
That's why you riff. Bless you. Bless you.
See, now I'm sick too. See, there I went sneezed.
Yeah.
All right. Ozonics Killerwinds podcast, another one in the books. Nuke, me, thanks for listening. If you're in Harrisburg, stop by. Archer Room, booth 900.
See you at the show.
Walk in, turn to the right.
See you at the show.
See you later.
See you
Stay
next
classy. Stay classy.